Welcome back to Queen the Greatest, and this week we feature the extraordinary moment that saw Brian on the roof.
Thank you, you've been very special.
In 1975, Brian May's arrangement of the British national anthem, God Save the Queen, appeared as the closing track on the seminal A Night at the Opera album, and from that point onwards, a recording of the track has brought the curtain down on every Queen concert. However, it was a piece the band never performed live, until an opportunity to change that came 27 years later. In 2002, to mark Queen Elizabeth's Golden Jubilee, Roger and Brian were invited to perform in a special concert as part of a lineup that was packed full of rock and roll royalty, and the organisers also had a special request for the opening number.
They said originally, would you come and play a version of God Save the Queen, strolling through the staterooms of Buckingham Palace and in the style of Jimi Hendrix. Now, there's a few things in there that I didn't feel comfortable about. I mean, trying to be Jimi Hendrix is one of them. And then I had this thought. I remember waking up with the thought the next day, and I thought where I need to be is not strolling through Buckingham Palace rooms, but up the top. I need to be on the roof. I need to be the lone piper who's been up there for the last 50 years in wind and rain, grizzled old campaigner, still playing. So I rang them up and suggested it, and they went, yeah, okay. And that is the moment which sticks in my mind, because then I thought, oh God, I've got to do it now. The enormity of what I've suggested comes through to me, and I think, oh my God, can I really do this thing? Of course, we went up there on the day and nothing worked. I couldn't get the feed from the orchestra. I couldn't see Michael Kamen, who was conducting, because the little TV they put up there was too shiny and you couldn't see because there was too much daylight, etc., etc. Nothing worked except my amps and me, as Pete had done a great job of putting the amps. And I had these 3 AC30s in my face. It sounded colossal, sounded huge up there. And then eventually, only a couple of hours before I was due to go up there, we managed to get the feed from the orchestra. So I had big speakers with orchestra on one side of me, big speakers of my amps on the other side, and it was an amazing feeling, I must say, the most incredible, energising moment, but of course terrifying. And the combination of that was just electrifying. I remember thinking, if this works and I pull this off, I will never ever be scared again.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will